Unless you've been in a cave since July 6th, you have probably encountered Pokemon hunters walking around with their phones capturing cute little cyber creatures. They are nearly everywhere. It's called augmented reality, and it's taking the world by storm. Augmented reality is the process of placing virtual objects in the real world to create an interactive experience. It has people of all ages getting up off the couch and walking around outside. It has been said that Pokemon Go has had a greater impact on childhood obesity in one day than Michelle Obama has had in 8 years. Players must walk around in the real world in order to move their avatar in the game world. Pokemon Go is more than a game and an exercise motivator. It is also a business tool, a learning experience, and a social activity. It started as a Google Map April Fool's joke in 2014, but the response was so huge and vocal that it could not be ignored. Working with Google's Niantic Labs, the makers of Ingress, another augmented reality game that first used mapping technology to combine the virtual world with the real world, Nintendo set out to make Pokemon Go come to life. Pokemons are placed in sites with cultural or historical significance as well as locations based on geotag photos from Google. Additionally, players from Ingress suggested over 15 million locations for that game's portals, 5 million of which have been used for Pokemon Go. Some of these locations, unfortunately, have proved to be inappropriate because the businesses have changed at some point. Building on the original Pokemon card game, Pokemon Go does not allow killing, only capturing and training of the Pokemon creatures. Instead of competing against other players in the real world, which has caused conflict among Ingress competitors, hunters of Pokemons are part of a team, and cooperation, not competition, is essential for the greatest success. What started as a Facebook event for friends turned into the largest Pokemon event yet. Thousands gathered at the San Francisco park with the goal of capturing as many Pokemons as possible while socializing during the 7-hour event that spanned over 3.5 miles. It is estimated that there are more than 20 million participants daily in the U.S. alone, and more than 1 billion registered users worldwide. The response was so unexpected that the servers have been unable to keep up with the demand, and Nintendo has created a live outage map to keep their players informed. The ability to entice people to a particular location also holds tremendous potential for businesses, and they have been quick to pick up on the Pokemon craze. Soon businesses will be able to pay for a Pokestop or a Pokegym on their premises. McDonald's will likely be the first. But even small entrepreneurs have recognized the potential to increase sales through Pokemon. Pokemon has presented some safety concerns as players become so absorbed in the game that they are unaware of dangerous situations. In addition to traffic accidents that have occurred, some players have been lured into locations where they have been actually robbed. Law enforcement authorities around the world have been struggling to figure out the best way to deal with the Pokemon explosion. In Washington, D.C., park rangers who originally were going to prohibit the use of this app have decided instead to assist Pokemon hunters on the mall. As lovable as they may be, Pokemons are not welcome everywhere. The National Weather Service has placed signs to remind Pokemon trainers not to trespass on federal property. Pokemons have been spotted at Auschwitz and the Holocaust Museum, much to the dismay of visitors. And some grumpy old men just don't want them in their yard. Nonetheless, Pokemons are probably here to stay, so we had better learn to coexist. They may be irritating to some people, but at least you don't have to clean up after them in the park.